So guys, welcome back. Let's quickly do a quick analysis because on our Forex pay, I just want to quickly walk you through some of my tricks on how I'll be able to make about $5,000 about trading my Forex pair this week, the week that just passed. As you can see, if you watch my video about last week, you will see that I said that our US under index will actually be pushing up before we actually see the fall, and which it actually give us that push up. You can see previous days our US index actually give us that push up, and I said that when we have that push up, then any pair related to it will actually be dropping by the way. So I'll now show you how I was able to make a lot trading using my dollar index to gauge my price and actually take my trade. So first of all, we are on my dollar index. As you can see, about then our price was around this my area here on this my daily time frame. On this my daily time frame, as you can analyze it here, I just don't know why I can't really go down to my 1 hour time or 2 hour time frame for now. I think there's a little bit of problem, but I'll sort it out later. But by the way, it was around here when I think around this 22 when my price opened. So on Monday it was around here. On that Monday when I had that push up, because I was waiting for my price to actually break above this my area here, before if it breaks my above this my area here, before I actually take my buy position upward. And guess what, the price actually gave me that bullish movement upward and actually close the around this my area here. So the next day I actually took my which was on Tuesday, I actually take that buy position and I decided to set my stop loss below this my area here, because I believe that we will have that massive move, because as predicted on my previous video that we will have that massive move up, and we actually had that massive move. That's why I was able to trade about three pair, which is the Euro USD, the Pound USD, the Aud USD, and the USD card. So when I was able to have this break of structure upward and my price actually goes up and close above, I actually took my buy position and I was able to take it my Euro USD. As you can see now, I think my Euro USD was around was about here when my Euro USD was able to break below this my area here. I think it was on Tuesday if afternoon or evening where my price was able to break below this my area here. That is when I took my sell position, because I knew that since our US dollar will be going up, any pair relating to it will actually be falling down. So basically I waited for my price to actually break below this my area here before I actually take my sell position. And guess what, let me even play it for you and see how my price really reacted. You can see it. You can see it. As you can see, I really waited for my price to break below here. When my price breaks below here, the next candlestick that opened actually took my sell position and straightward you can see it's upward. I was able to grab a lot of profit. And if you had watched my video that I did last week, I said that any pair related to our USD index will actually be falling down. Our USD will be pushing up. I waited when my price was able to break below this here. I was able to sit. Then the next opening candle, which was in I think the next day or something like that, I was able to take my sell position. This was about Friday. This was about Thursday, Wednesday. This was around Tuesday. It was that Tuesday in next opening price. That's when I actually took my sell position. Same thing with my pound too, because I knew that since our pound will actually be falling down, I waited for my price to actually break below this my area here. I waited for my price to actually break below this my area here to actually take that my sell position, which when my price actually breaks below the area, that's when I actually took my sell position. So this I did it, and this is how it went out for my pound USD. You see, my pound actually breaks it. It was the next one I actually take the next trade. It was then I actually take the next trade. That is how I was able to make a lot from my pound USD. If you had to watch my analysis about last week, next one was my odd USD. As you can see, our odd has already been falling down, and definitely we will continue to be seeing a fall down by the opening of this next week. I'm aiming here to actually take my profit, aiming here to actually take my profits, by the way, on my odd USD. My odd is actually still falling down. So my odd, I've been taking the sell position about last week, about the last 2 weeks or so. I think at the beginning of this my area here, before this last week period that came, I've been taking my odd position sell down, because I know my odd will actually be dropping to this my support area before I actually take my buy position. So I took my odd, and my odd continued to go down, and I was able to make a lot, and it will continue to go down to this my support area before we actually see that buy position upward. So definitely our odd is actually going to be hit this our support before we actually see our probably a movement upward. That was on my odd USD. And lastly was my USD card. As I saw that our USD index is going to be bullish, going up, I knew that definitely it will be a good time to actually take my buy on my buy. I have to take buy on my USD card, and this is how my price was able to play out. So you can see this is how price was able to play out. You can see our price has actually played out like this. And so definitely, what do you think will be happening? We would want to continue be seeing this week, continue seeing a little bit of push up before we actually now see that fall on my odd. Actually see that push up, then probably we can see that for my oil. For this week our price is making, so that is exactly the trick and the technique that I use. It is just very, very simple, because I saw that we will be moving massively on my dollar index, and I waited for my price to actually break above it. The next day when I saw that it's already going bullish, I actually take my bullish trade, because I know it's actually going to be going massively bullish, and I just waited for the price to just give me that move and see if it to show me that I was correct before I actually take my trade. So do not forget to subscribe to watch our weekly analysis and our daily analysis. Thank you.